Welcome to the Mini Cut Diaries. Hope you're all good. I'm not, as you can probably tell from my voice. We went to a wedding at the weekend, which was a fantastic day. As friends got married, but I've got a sore throat, probably from all the singing and probably a few too many Guinnesses. But anyway, we're here. We're turning up. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be tackling them this first week during this mini cut. What I want to really get across to you all during this more, shall we say, aggressive approach to dieting is how to do it the right way. I think it's very easy to think, right, I'm in dieting mode and I'm almost going to push the envelope too much. I'm going to try and run before I can walk, do too much too soon, and then end up burning out. Even though these next 6 weeks, in the grand scheme of things, is still a short period of time, I also want to have one eye on what week 7 looks like, and by that I mean I want to still have enough in reserve, more so from an energy point of view, to make sure that I'm not absolutely spanking myself during this mini cut. So yeah, there's going to be almost me erring on the side of caution a lot of the time, making sure then that my energy is where it needs to be. Yes, listen, this is going to be a slog. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This will be a challenge. I'll need to push myself more than I've been doing, certainly in a dietary sense, from previous months when I've been gaining. But I'm not just going to be blindly going into this and just trying to survive on minimal calories, training every hour God sends, because there will come a point where it'll bite me in the ass. And the long-term goal for me, certainly for the first half of this year, is to actually put some size, some quality size on. So yeah, this little bit of a mini cut, it's a bit of a dietary intervention, is to help me keep my body fat at a relatively healthier level than previous gaining and bulking phases before. So then I'm at a much better point to actually build again from there on in. So it has just gone 11:30 Monday morning. I'm not trained yet for obvious reasons. We had a bit of a line. The sleep over this weekend has just knocked me for 6. We had a late finish on Saturday. So yeah, probably needed this morning. But I'm still going to be eating in the same manner usually. How I propose now my actual pre-workout to look like before I train is I'll be getting my pre-workout in. I'll show you what I use. What is it? Cherry fizz flavour. Very nice. So yeah, this comes out at a little over 300 milligram of caffeine, and I'll be having 2 squares bars, which is roughly about 50 gram of carb, and then I'll train, and then I will have my protein shake. So either I've got this one, Chocotella, or I've got the salted caramel one as well. And then I'd have my breakfast about an hour later. Now, because I'm looking to more focus around, managing my appetite more, managing my hunger levels more, shifting my eating window down is going to be pretty much the cheat code for me. So I'm going to be eating at the same time. Roughly my first meal every day is going to be around about 11:30. It just so happens today this is now my pre-workout meal, but usually this won't be, right. This will be almost my post-workout meal, and that will be the same then for lunch. So lunch will move down a couple hours. My evening meal will roughly stay the same because we like to eat as a family, and also my protein topper at night will remain the same. But especially for the first 2 meals of the day, I'm going to look at moving them further down my actual day by a couple hours for, again, the ulterior motive of helping me use food when I need it more. I find, I find anything between that kind of 3-4 o'clock window for me is when I feel my appetite, getting a little bit more noticeable. My body tells me I'm, a little hungrier now. And that's usually coincides with me winding down my working day. Throughout the day, I can kind of get away with it. I'm on calls, I'm doing check-ins, I'm programming, creating content. So kind of my mind's occupied. When I start to wind down and when it's time to chill out and kick back, that's then, I'm not too sure if you guys have experienced something similar, but certainly my appetite starts to let it know it's there. So for me, meal timings are really, really important during this next 6 weeks. So what am I eating then? Excuse me, Christ. Right. So I've got it'll be 225 grams of farge, or as they like to call it, faye. Don't know if I pronounced that right. And then it'll be 100 grams of frozen berries. Cheat code with this, I actually microwave these to add that little bit of contrast in textures and temperatures as well. So yeah, hot fruit onto a cold bowl of yogurt is very nice. And then it'll be 30 grams of whey protein. And then I'll let that digest. And then I will get my pre-workout, this bad boy. And then I'll head over to the gym. I'm going to be taking you through Full Body A today. I'm going to be starting the new program, which is also a free plan that I'm giving out to you guys as well. So if you want to have access to it, all you need to do is head over to my Instagram and drop me a message, and I will be more than happy to bring you on the journey with me and really see how much ground we can cover over 6 weeks together. So yeah, for now, I'm going to put this together, enjoy it, and then yeah, I'll see you in the gym. This sun, fucking hell. How are we? So it's just gone 4:15. I've just got back from swimming, and this technically then is my kind of second meal of the day. I've got 250 gram of turkey mince, 2 eggs, and an absolute shit ton of the good stuff. Moving that eating window has been a real game changer for me. What this is now going to do is see me nicely up until we eat as a family. Brooke and I are probably going to be eating a little bit later today. It's always usually chaotic is a Monday, so we're going to bath and bed the girls, and then we'll probably be sitting down to it about 7:30, something like. And then it'll be a protein bowl to finish, and that is my day done. So my appetite right now is feeling very much under control. There's no huge kind of hunger pangs. There's no, food focus being high, anything like that. Granted, it's only a few hours into the first day of this mini cut, so it's not to be expected. It's probably going to be more telling the deeper into these next few weeks that I go. But on the whole, once again, meal timings and being strategic when I actually eat is really going to help me so much over these next 6 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to get this down with, do a little bit more work. See you at dinner time. So last meal of the day then, we've got the second half of the Greek yogurt that I had for breakfast with 20 grams of whey protein, salted caramel. I had intentions of putting some chocolate with this, but I've eaten it whilst making this. So this is just a bowl of yogurt now. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this and then get my bag ready for tomorrow morning. It's an early cardio session, so I'm all about getting ahead of the curve tonight to make that tomorrow morning that little bit easier for me to actually carry out. I think a lot of times find the idea of moving first thing so hard because you're far too reactive. So you'll be, sleeping through your alarm, you go to bed late, you haven't got anything ready and prepared. So you just put in, a lot of obstacles and hoops in front of you to jump through. So naturally, of course, you're not gonna be, forthcoming when it comes to training first thing. But yeah, getting ahead of the curve the night before is a real game changer. If you're not doing it already, I'd strongly encourage you to. Good morning. It's just gone 5:30. I'm in for my first of 2 cardio sessions this week. I like to usually, if I can get away with it, do my cardio on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and then have the weekend just to chill. If for whatever reason I end up missing the cardio, then I've always got the weekend to play catch up. I especially though like to make sure I get some form of movement done first thing on a Tuesday morning, early doors. Tuesdays for me and my checking days. So the long days in terms of time at the desk. They're a heavy day in terms of coaching as well. So I like to be on it mentally as well as physically for those kind of days. So these cardio sessions are the perfect tee up for that. So yeah, I'll be in and out in 30 minutes. Darren, good morning to you, buddy. Hope all is well your side, mate. I'd like to think it is, mate, based on feedback, mate. There we are. Hello. Is this face tracker on? Oh, here we go. Good morning. It is Wednesday, 10 o'clock, and I'm only just getting ready to lift, which is not ideal considering I need to be in and out of the house and back for about 7 o'clock. Don't know what it is this week. I don't know if it's been after the weekend, but my mornings have been fucking heavy in terms of getting up, having to drag my ass out of bed. Still got the Barry White impression going on. Anyway, in for full body B today. So yeah, just getting my pre-workout done now. I just scan this down. Uno second. Turn off face tracking. There we go. So we've got a banana. I've got some rice cakes in the cupboard, which I'll get out on the way to the gym. And then I've got my pre-workout. It'll be 20 gram scoop of this. It'll be chugging on this on the way down as well. Around about a litre of water before I actually train. And then yeah, it'll be full body B, like I said. A little bit of a shorter session is full body B. This is the first time that I've gone through this new block. However, the estimated times are around about 30-ish minutes. Probably be a little longer because I'm going to be recording today as well. The goal with training during this mini cut, then I'm going to be talking a lot more in the session as well and throughout the rest of this video, is to retain muscle, to maintain training performance. Now, a lot of time people think that when you're trying to lose body fat, your training style needs to change. So you now need to focus solely on high reps, low weight, do 1,000,001 reps, and it'll help elicit fat loss much quicker. One thing that I want you to remember is what got you the gains, what got you more muscle, what got you stronger, still needs to be the focus when you're training, even in a fat loss phase. So for me, I'm still going to be looking to lift as heavy as I can, obviously relative to the rep range that I'm working within. Still trying to take things close to failure with 1 to 2 reps in reserve. What I'm not doing is shying away from the hard work and the heavy lifting. There are some higher rep range work in there, but the majority of the work is still within that like 6 to 12-ish rep range. So yeah, I'm going to be taking you through, like I said, full body B. I'm going to get this down me now, try not to make a mess, and I'll see you in the gym. Second cardio session of the week then. I'm a little bit late again this week. It's nearly fucking 6 o'clock. I need to try and be done and home before quarter to 7, before Senna gets up for nursery. So I need to pull my finger out. But yeah, hey, light's gone. That's my cue then to go. Stay tuned. Stairmaster, 30 minutes. Or 500 calories, whichever's first. Hopefully it's 500 calories. Then I don't have to be on it as long. But yeah. See you inside. So that is the first week of training on this mini cut done. As you saw from the video then, there's very little change at the moment in terms of my actual training approach. Also as well, how I'm feeling during the sessions. This week I've still felt really energised, felt super focused even in the cardio sessions. And this is usually the case for me in previous diets. That first couple of weeks, probably when you're pulling food down a little, I don't know, I just feel that little bit that little bit more focused, that little bit more energised, probably giving my gut a rest and not eating as much. I think as well though, one massive advantage of dieting, aside from the obvious outcome, is you appreciate food more, and you're a lot more respectful and you're a lot more thoughtful around how you actually use calories, obviously, because now you're on limited calories. You've got to be more strategic around how you position them around training sessions. And I think for me, that's massively translated into my performance in the gym, but also as well how I'm recovering outside of it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this first episode. I'm going to be talking a lot more over the later weeks, deep diving into handling social events. We've got a couple of social events within this next 6-week mini cut, so I'm going to be talking to you about how I'm going to be tackling those, and also any other questions that you guys might have for me over this mini cut phase. Then I'm going to be obviously answering them over on this YouTube. So yeah, all the good stuff as always. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.